the Maputo Railway Station Museum. 389 kilometers. Okay, that goes very far, which is good. It means that a lot of people are serviced. One thing that is remarkable, though, is the fact that, like the other parts of the railway station, the Mozambicans have done very well in maintaining the place. Good evening, Africa. Jumbo Africa. Right, this is the entrance to the museum, Museu dos CFM. So this is the railway station museum. So here you would learn about the history of this museum, how it was built, what it took them to build it, I am guessing, but we will find out that information as soon as we get inside. Right, so this is inside the museum, the railway, the Maputo Railway Station Museum. This is a map of the area. I think it goes as far as 38 kilometers. I cannot confirm that information as well. 389 kilometers. Okay, that goes very far, which is good. It means that a lot of people are serviced. On the wall, you have pictures of the different events that took place that are linked to the railway station. One thing that is remarkable, though, is the fact that, like the other parts of the railway station, the Mozambicans have done very well in maintaining the place. This is a beautiful sight to come to and just walk around and see some of the very old items that will remind you of years gone by. These are pictures that date as far back as 1924 or even further. Okay, so the pictures match with the dates that you see underneath, and they tell you what events took place at the time. Just to give you an example, the inauguration of the Utarara Maotais railway line. So it looks like from the dates and the pictures, every year a new railway station was built. I could also be wrong. Actually, I am wrong. These are the different events that took place on those different years that you see. For example, this picture in front of us was the start of the line passenger service between Lourenço Marques and Bulawayo in Zimbabwe. That was in 1956. I do not think that we still have those services today, which is quite a pity, because this is the time that Africans have realized that one Africa is very much or very badly needed, because this will open up trade between these countries, and it will enrich a lot of Africans who do not have other means. And here is an effigy or a statue of the mighty Samora Moise Machel, the man that fought extremely hard for the liberation of Mozambique. I want to pronounce it as a local now. This looks like a clock room. There are several non-functioning clocks, very antique. My suggestion is these clocks used to represent the different cities in the world, and they've either run out of battery or the mechanisms that keep them working have become obsolete. Right now, they are just relics kept in the museum for us to visit and see what the past used to look like. We do have a lot of manufacturers who are still copying these designs today to remind us of the past. This was solid. And the ones we have today, they don't even last 2 days because some country has decided they will take the resources and make them plastics. Okay, what we have here is looks like an anchor. The one other thing that I have noticed from the previous countries that I visited is the fact that all these countries in Africa have beautiful museums. However, when you walk into them, there is nobody to take you through the items that you see, which is quite a pity, because when you visit a place like this, you would like to know exactly what those items represent, so you can tell the world about them.
Or simply for your own personal enrichment, knowledge acquiring, and stuff like that. Look at these beautiful antiques. They definitely have a strong message behind them. And how can we find out if there is no one to take us around? In Namibia, I was ushered into a beautiful, massive museum with no one to show me around.
Right here is strongman Robert Gabriel Mugabe. He is standing here with President Joaquim Chissano, inaugurating the first phase of rehabilitation in the Port Beira.
I should also use this opportunity to remind us that Robert Mugabe
These are also items from the past.
has been
these things can
very instrumental
easily be over
in
50
the
to 100
continent
years.
of Africa.
This is a typewriter. The kids today will never
He shows
understand
up
what this
when he needs to show
this
up.
did. This specific typewriter standing here could have easily printed 5 million or typed 5 million papers. Could even be more. And not long ago, we used to have this, and these have also become obsolete. All of them have now been replaced with the same items in different formats, different with technological advancement. This would be a radio from back in the day. It's actually a hi-fi, National Panasonic. Not sure if there was a cooperation between the two of them that time. And this is a card, clearly a battle one, as you can see something almost like a bow. I remember this very well. For those of you who watched Game of Thrones, and other very ancient movies, they would use this to fire arrows or bows with fire spitting out of them. Oh, now look at this bike. This could this could be a bike that late President Samora Machel used. Who knows? But again, we have no one to tell us. I'm also going to describe or call this room a weighing room because everything here points to that direction. Now, this is a scale used back in the day. It must be very heavy. Today, they come in very small sizes, but also almost as accurate as the ones we used before. These are all scales. Again, well looked after, well preserved. And here we have a locomotive. This is an ancient cargo. No, it doesn't look like a cargo train. It looks like a passenger train before the advanced ones that you now see outside. The passenger carriages, as you can see, were made of wood. I'm not sure if this has been refurbished, but it still looks very solid. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to touch or go into this valued properties, so we're gonna have to just see them from outside. Now, this was CFM then, and it's still CFM now. I do not know what the CF stands for, but M would definitely mean Mozambique. So if we do have some Portuguese of Mozambican origin speakers in the group, they could help tell us exactly what CFM stands for. But I do know that if you are in Mozambique and you want to come to the train station, please do not say you're going to the train station because nobody will understand. Rather, just say you are going to CFM